Hello everyone, today we will study the losses associated with the satellite communication network. The first and the most important loss that we consider for a satellite communication link is a free space loss. As the word suggests, it is because of the signal traveling through the free space from the earth to the satellite. So this loss is dependent upon the distance between the earth station and the satellite. It is also dependent upon the frequency being transmitted. The relation for a free space loss is given as 4 pi r by lambda the whole square. The other representation for the same loss in dBs is 10 log of 4 pi fr by c the whole square, which comes out to be 20 log of 4 pi by c plus 20 log of f plus 20 log of r, where f is in gigahertz and r is in kilometers. So we can use one of the relations to calculate the free space loss. This is because whenever you are given a problem, normally we are not given the free space losses, but we are given the distance between the earth station and the satellite, and also are given the frequency of uplink and the downlink. So this free space loss occurs for an uplink as well as downlink, and therefore depending upon the distance and the frequency being transmitted, we need to calculate the free space losses. The next loss that is important while calculating the total loss in a satellite communication link is atmospheric absorption, ionospheric losses. The atmospheric absorption is because of the various gases present in the atmosphere. There is a peak in absorption when the concentration of oxygen is high or the presence of a water vapor in the atmosphere, and therefore these are important losses that we need to consider while designing a satellite communication link. The electromagnetic ray, the signal has to travel from an earth station to the satellite, and in this process it has to travel through the various layers of atmosphere. Ionosphere has presence of electron clouds and the ice crystals. These have a tendency to depolarize the signal and therefore result in the losses. Depolarization losses, they are normally represented as PL. The other losses are feeder losses. As the name suggests, it is a loss which occurs when we are feeding the signal from the system into an antenna, which may occur because of the mismatches. So normally these losses occur in the connection between waveguide, filters, couplers and the branching units. Next is an antenna misalignment losses. Antenna misalignment, as the word suggests, it is because of misalignment of the transmitting antenna and the receiving antenna. That is when the maximum of a transmitting earth station and the receiving satellite are not directed toward each other, the maximum power is not received, and therefore we experience a loss because of this misalignment, and which we call it as antenna misalignment. And the next is the polarization misalignment losses. That is because occurs when there is a change in polarization, maybe because of the ionosphere, because of the rain, which results in the depolarization of the signal. The next comes is the back off. Back off is nothing but back off, we are actually not allowing the system to work at full saturation, because when the system enters into the saturation region, because of its non-linearity, it adds noise to the system, and therefore to avoid it, we always work with a back off in our system to keep the system in the linear region. So this is actually reducing the signal power. Next is the rain fading, rain attenuation. This is basically seasonal. All of us have experienced that during the rainy season, we come across some messages on our cable network stating that due to heavy rainfall, we are not able to receive the signal. Actually, when there is a heavy rain, there is a depolarization of the signal. How does this occur is when the rain is, it's only drizzling, the raindrops are circular as you can see in figure number 8. As the raindrops increase, size increases, they become oblate in nature. This is because of the earth's gravity. If there is no wind, still the impact of these heavy rain is not experienced by us. But when heavy rains are accompanied by winds, there is a change in orientation of these raindrops which results in depolarization. Depolarization is simply the change in orientation of the signal, change in the orientation of the signal when it passes through a medium, which we call it as depolarization. So if suppose we are sending a signal through a depolarization medium, there will be a change in its orientation, basically because of which initially it had only a vertical component. In the first case, as you can see, because of depolarization, it will have a vertical as well as a horizontal component coming into existence because of the change in its orientation. Suppose the second case which we can see is if we have two orthogonal signals E1 and E2 which passes through a depolarization medium. Both the signals get depolarized, and because of each there is a component existing in the other direction. That is, because of E, we have a signal E11 and E12 that is coming, and because of E2 we have E22 and E21. So because of which there is a depolarization, and hence which results in the loss of signal. So this is a clear diagram to show the impact of a signal when it passes through an oblate big raindrop. So initially, as you can see, the signal has a orientation of tau with respect to the horizontal plane. When it passes through this raindrop, which is oblate in nature, it has a different distance to travel in the vertical as well as horizontal direction, and therefore there is a different attenuation of the signal in the horizontal and the vertical direction, which results in the change of its orientation, and therefore instead of tau, the new orientation that the signal has with respect to the horizontal plane is tau dash. So the total losses, as we have seen in this slides, is it because of free space losses represented as ASL. Then we have antenna misalignment losses, AML. Then we have atmospheric attenuation, AA. Then we have feeder losses represented as RFL. Then the polarization losses, PL. Thank you.